Today I'm announcing the release of the first ever version of the Winhance docs or the Winhance documentation, and that's exactly what you can see on screen now. So the Winhance documentation is going to tell you everything you need to know about Winhance. Some of the sections that I already have here is just the getting started section, the different features, some user guides, and then some references. But before we get into all of that, you'll be able to find this on the official Winhance downloads page, which is going to be winhance.net, and you'll have the docs button up here. And if you click on that navigation button, it's going to take you straight to the start of the Winhance documentation. And I'm obviously not going to read every single page of the documentation in this video here. This is just an announcement video to show you that this exists, and that it might answer some of the most frequently asked questions by people in the community, as Winhance is starting to gain a lot of popularity and we have a lot of people trying it out and testing it out, and I'm really grateful for that. As you can see at the time of this recording, we're almost at 500,000 downloads over the entire lifespan of Winhance. So those are total downloads, including the very first PowerShell version that I released. But nonetheless, getting started with the documentation. For beginners, you'll have installation guides telling you how to install Winhance. There's a quick start section, and just disregard the error that this video can't be played right now. It's just because I'm viewing a local copy of the website. But on the live version of the docs, you'll be able to see these videos too. That'll also give you a lot of insight as to how Winhance actually works and how it's supposed to be used. You've also got system requirements here. And then when we get to the features, Winhance has three main features, which are the software and apps, which is divided into Windows apps and external apps. And you can find out all the info you need from the docs that I set up here with regards to the removals, the external software installation. Once you get to the settings features like the optimize and customize features, I also have the sub features included here, and you'll be able to see every single setting that Winhance contains. For example, if we look at the security here, the first setting that you'll have is the user account control level. And if you want to check out the registry details, you can just click on the registry details button here, and it will show you exactly the paths that Winhance uses to change those settings on your computer. And just to show you in Winhance itself, if you didn't know, you can also hover over any of the controls in Winhance, and it'll also show you the exact same information. You can see exactly what's going to be toggled when you toggle that setting, what registry keys are going to be changed. The same thing if you go to the power section, you'll be able to see what power config commands it's going to use, the different power plan GUIDs. You've got information here for the normal everyday user and the power users, or just more technical people who want to know how it works under the hood. So you've got that for all of the features here, all of the sub features, including the customize feature, how the Windows theme features work, the taskbar feature, all of that. I think you get the picture. And then for the advanced tools, you have the Windows Installation Media Utility and the unattend.xml generator. And this is basically just an overview of each of those. Once you get to the user guides section, you can check out the configuration files, exactly how the config files work. You've got a WinUtil step-by-step guide. And again, I've made detailed videos on this as well that'll be displayed on the live website once this is released. But you've got detailed step-by-step instructions and a guide on how this works, how the unattend.xml file works, the best practices for using Winhance, some of the CLI commands that can be used at this time of this recording. You can view the changelog on GitHub. You've got some troubleshooting guides. And then if you want to contribute, I do mention here that I work on Winhance as a solo developer, so I'm not really looking for any pull requests. And that's not because I want to be mean or don't want any help, but I'm building this tool as a utility for the community, but also as a primary learning experience, because I don't have traditional development background. And this project is just my hands-on way to learn and improve my software development skills. So by me looking at the code and struggling to get things implemented helps me learn and get more knowledge about how the software actually works, and not just Winhance, but software in general. So here's a section about how you can help. And also again, with regards to the pull requests, you can basically see the same thing that I just explained to you now. But that's it for the first version of the Winhance documentation. And as you can see here, this is a work in progress. Just like the Winhance project itself, the documentation is also a work in progress. Some pages may be incomplete, and I'm actively working on this, trying to make this utility and everything around it the best that I can possibly make it with the tools that I have available to me. And I want to thank every one of you guys in the community people who supported the project financially, other content creators on YouTube who makes videos about Winhance and promotes the tool, and everyone who just tells their friends about it and just uses it and gives constructive criticism, gives me feedback, reports bugs, all of that type of thing. Every single one of you is really valuable, and I appreciate every single one of you. With all of that being said, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to all of you guys soon.